wake up.
She, me, you too. Bishop Boy season. Ooh. We're back with another reaction video.
Sit a little chill down my spine. I'm sorry, what?
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I got lost.
In today's reaction video, we're looking at part 2 of YOYO 808 breaking into my school at night for test answers. We was actually waiting on the story.
We was like, we've been waiting like what, a good minute, maybe a month.
Probably like a week, 2 weeks maybe.
It seemed longer.
2 weeks. But I'm here with my brother,
that Asian caveman. You already know what it is and how we do.
So don't forget to leave a like, comment on the video. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to turn on post notifications.
Seriously, when you about to do that, you need to bring my energy to me, okay?
Don't forget to turn on post notifications so y'all never miss a upload. Also, I want y'all to watch the full video, baby. Watch. That's all we need. Watch
the whole thing.
The whole thing. That's all we need.
The whole thing.
Watch the full video. But let's go to get into it.
This is a part 2 video to my breaking into school at night for test answers video. So if you haven't watched part 1, I strongly suggest that you do that so you can get a better understanding of this video. But if not, here's a clip from part 1. The light in the room turns on. I feel the coldest chill down my spine. Oh, what? That didn't make sense and you don't get the plot of the first video?
I do.
Yeah. Then click the eye and watch the...
part 2.
The noise gets louder. Louder and louder. The locked door unlocks. The door swings open and then I'm greeted by the last person I expected to see. Not a random teacher, not Mrs. B, not the principal, but a janitor. For some reason that doesn't seem very practical. She looks at me and says, hey, you are not supposed to be here. This door was closed and I'm sure your principal would not like this. What is your name? And for goodness sake, what is in your hand? I looked down and realized when I panicked earlier, I just ran to the door without putting the test that I stole back where it was supposed to go. I look at the janitor, but instead of showing the immense level of dread and fear in my soul, I tell her, who's stealing test answers? What? I'm actually in that after school social studies class over there, and I realized that I left my homework and was just getting it. Okay. Takes me out and I leave. While still holding on to the test because I had to. I told the janitor that it was my homework. What was I gonna do? Put it back with her still there? So I take it and hide out in the bathroom and wait for the janitor to leave. Because there is no way that I'm stealing this test from a classroom and taking it home. That is a whole new level of trouble that I don't even want to kind of deal with. So I waited.
And waited.
And waited.
And waited.
And waited. I was definitely shooting for Employee of the Month because she was going to town, man. She was cleaning that room forever. I waited so long that my social studies class actually ended, so I'm peeking out of the bathroom, seeing everyone leave the school, the hallway lights turn off, and I'm just like, did she run out of Fabuloso? About 15 more minutes pass, and finally she finishes, and I book it so the light doesn't turn off and on again. I put the test back and dip.
I hope you took a picture of it.
You did take a picture.
Back. Stream it live on ABC with YouTube TV.
Not another ad. God dog. Come on,
so
man.
much more powerful than just demographics.
I go home, drop my book bag at my bed, and think, I just snuck into a classroom after school hours, stole a test, got caught, lied my way out of it, and came out untouched. I'm really about this life, yo. I need a tear tatted on my face. Like,
well, you're not like 21.
All the answers from my phone and write them on a small cheat sheet and spend the rest of the night working on an animation. I for real have the answers, yo. What did I need to study for? I go to sleep, wake up the next day, and I genuinely feel hyped to take this test. I for real have the answers, yo. So I sit in my desk with the utmost confidence. Patrick hands it to me. I open the test, pick up my pencil, and put that hole right back there. One thing on the test. But yo, what's the problem? You for real have the answer. I for real have the answers to the wrong version of the test. The test that I stole was an A test, and I'm
a B test.
A B test.
Yo.
I was anxious when I broke in. I was too goofy to notice the difference between the tests, and now I just did all of this for nothing. And I'm screwed because Mrs. B is one of those teachers who make 2 completely different versions of the tests. So the answers that I had were completely useless. Why does she have this much time on her hands? I can't panic because once again, if I fail this test, I am not graduating. So I think of my options. I come up with a final plan. It's a risky one, but I'm desperate. It's all or nothing.
Whoa.
Wow,
Yo, come on.
So first I have to make
Okay,
it
I'm
look
about
at
to
least kind of attempt the test. So I fill in answers, I start to write random numbers and equations on the paper, all over my scratch sheets and the show work boxes, everything. The bell rings and I walk up to Miss B and tell her that I have 2 more problems and I ask if I can show up to school the next morning and get it done. Mrs. B, if you're watching this, you are the GOAT, man. She says yes. I leave and I head to my after-school U.S. history class. Unbeknown to her, I actually wrote down the test questions on a piece of paper. I then take this paper to the library, type them up, print them out, and take said paper to my after-school class because the U.S. history teacher is also an ex-calculus teacher. Honestly, they should have passed me.
So he,
I can't remember her name, but I do remember that she was unironically built like the mom from Dexter's Laboratory. So I'll name her Miss.
Wow.
Calculus homework, and bro, we sat there for 25 minutes doing every single problem. She showed work and everything, and I didn't know not one thing that she was doing, but I had it. I had a completed cheat sheet. I go home, I go to sleep, wake up the next day.
We should do a test C.
I genuinely feel like I take this test. I for real have the answers, yo. So I sit at my desk.
I'm saying, like, I feel like she will.
I open the test, pick up my pencil, and put that whole I take the test, finish it,
I'm about to say.
walk out of the classroom, and I know without a shadow of a doubt that I passed. I go to the next class, sit down, and just look out of the window. I see the clouds. Let out a sigh of relief and
That's
just
how I would've
relax.
been.
I was living in constant stress for like 3 days straight. I feel it feels like this huge weight was just lifted off of my shoulder. Hi, is Johannes in this classroom?
Mm.
What? Oh, Mr. B would like to speak with you. Instant fear fills my body. I get up and flashes of every incriminating thing in the past 3 days just run through my head. I just know I was caught. I walk down the hallway slowly. I look at the door down the hall and it just feels ominous. I feel as if with every step I make towards the door, I get weaker and weaker. It was almost as if I was on death row walking
I
towards
felt
the
that
door
before.
I
I felt that
I
before.
walk towards the doorknob, barely strong enough to twist it
Come
open.
on now, dog. You got doggone ass, not the bottom.
I open the
Dang.
door and I not only see Mrs. B,
Oh,
Oh, man.
janitor standing there.
She
too.
snitched.
Looks at me. Ah, there you are, Yo-Yo. She grabs my test, looks at me, and I know that she knows.
she's
Then says,
6'9".
Yo,
"Sit down. We need to talk."
come on.
I know
Come on.
you.
Imagine if I ended the video there, but no, I promise. I sit down.
Boy, listen here.
Oh, shoot. Okay, you got
And
it.
then, anyways, you have a good one, B. You too. I will see you at the book club, yes? Girl, you know it. Have a good one. Oh, thank God they were just talking. Yo, I wanted to call you in and say, congratulations, you passed the test. I know it was stressful.
Woo! I thought she snitched.
And I thought the janitor snitched on me. I'm so worried. She hands me the test, shakes my hand, and I go to head out. But right as I leave, Yo, one more thing. She looks at me and winks. Make sure you thank Mrs. D as well. I'm sure she found out either by the janitor or the fact that I literally wrote random answers on the test that I'm sure she looked at just for them to magically be correct the next day. But maybe Mrs.
I wish I had a teacher like. Well, I did kind of have a teacher like Miss B, but I ain't had to cheat. But she passed me. She was the English teacher for 9th grade. She passed me.
Math just didn't click in my head.
And,
She saw the effort that I was putting into passing the test.
And the one Hispanic, I don't know because you left, but the one Hispanic teacher, she told my aunt, she was like, I don't think he need to take Spanish 3 because she tells her I barely passed Spanish 2, right? She be like, oh, I'm a pass him. Cause I had to stay at the school to take some type of test and all that. She be like, I'm gonna pass him, but she be like, no, he don't need to take no Spanish 3. So I ended up taking German 1, End up passing that, and I'm surprised. German 1 was actually pretty fun. I can't cap.
I wanted to finish taking French when I left Jenkins and went to Seminole High. But they didn't have French. I was already 2 classes in.
So you want to learn how to say oui oui?
Oui.
Decided to grade me on my effort as opposed to my actual math skill. Or she just didn't feel like dealing with my incompetent ass 3 days before the school year ended. Either way, if it wasn't for her, I probably would not be here today. And yeah, that's the story. That is how I graduated high school.
Dang. Yo-yo, man. Yo-yo, man. Good video.
Don't do that to us, please. Don't do that to us.
I wouldn't have done all that.
No. I'm saying like, not leave us on cliffhanger.
No,
I'm just
I ain't talking about that. I wouldn't have done none of that he just did. I would have took that L and had to take it over next year.
I'm serious.
Would have took that L, boy. Bump that.
Or just be like, listen. You and I both know that I'm not good at this. So what do we have to do so I can get out of here? So you don't have to see me no more.
I ain't gonna cap. I think that's what Mr. Natwami did. I swear to God, I would fail it. And then for some reason, he'd be like, oh, you passed. What?
You talking about
the African math teacher, Mr. Natwami.
Oh, no. I'm thinking about, what's that dude's name? He taught geometry.
Oh, no, I ain't, let's say I took algebra 1, 2, and 3.
I still remember the grades.
I ain't took no calculus. I ain't took no doggone geometry.
I never took calculus.
They knew not to put me in them classes. I would have definitely failed.
I never took calculus. Never. Because that's when they was doing the whole switch thing from math 1, math 2, and all that. Boy, I was blessed that I was still in like algebra 3.
Boy, what?
I hate when some of my friends would say like, man, math 1 got like pre-algebra and algebra. Math 2 got like geometry and calculus. I was like,
oh yeah, I'm glad I did. Oh no,
math 3 got pre-calculus and some other. I'm like, y'all got it.
Yeah,
y'all got it.
But that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. It's your boy Caesar
and the Asian Caveman, and we out. Peace.
Shut Brady.